The NBA's back, baby. Let's start with the Rockets and the Pelicans. Rockets, 3.5. 227 the total. Early money coming in on the Rockets. How much can the Pelicans get done in a couple days of practice? Gentry likes the up-tempo. Cousins has been the NBA's biggest ball stopper at center. NBA centers, seconds per touch. Look at this graphic. Cousins number 1, 2.34. Okafor behind him at number 2. Boogie's not worried though. Quote, I think it's a great opportunity. I think we can both learn from one another. Our games complement one another. Being together, I think it's going to make our jobs a lot easier. I'm excited for the opportunity. I think we can wreak havoc on the league. Will it happen overnight? Probably not, but the potential is scary. I'm excited for this opportunity. End quote. He's obviously talking about playing with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I mean, a pair of Kentucky products, a pair of guys that can both play in the low post and bring their games out to the perimeter a little bit. You know, we're not talking about two guys that cannot move around, but key factor there in Boogie Cousins' quote, will it happen overnight? Probably not. We're not talking about what New Orleans is going to look like 2 weeks from now or a month from now. We're talking about what New Orleans is going to do tonight against Houston. Alvin Gentry, quote, it's just a matter of putting it all together. And obviously, there's a chemistry thing. But I don't see there's a problem at all. I think their games are very complementary, and it gives us an opportunity. Also, one of the areas we've struggled in is the rebounding part of it, especially giving up offensive rebounds. I think, honestly, with Cousins' size and Omri's size, we can put a really big team out there on the floor. But I don't know if you want a really big team going up against the Houston Rockets, because getting out and guarding Houston, they've got a pretty special chemistry of their own, and New Orleans doesn't quite have that chemistry just yet.
Nope, 115 points per 100 possession. 111 points per 100 possession on offense so far. Topped by only 2 teams since 2010. Last year's Warriors and this year's Warriors. Number 4 in pace, and the tempo could tax New Orleans here. And expect maybe the pace to pick up even more as they get Lou Williams from the Lakers. Number 1 in scoring off the bench, Eric Gordon. Number 2, and maybe a chance to sit hard and give them some rest as well, on the verge of being the NBA leader in minutes played 3 straight seasons. Only the second game for the Rockets in 12 days, Teddy, and that's big because D'Antoni thought they were running out of gas.
Yeah, I mean, they probably were. They had that brutal scheduling stretch. We're going to talk about one of those for the Warriors coming up in a minute, but they had that brutal scheduling stretch throughout December and into January. And finally now, second, they had a break before the All-Star break and then a clunker versus the Heat. D'Antoni, quote, it's good. You get recharged. Guys are ready to roll. We have 24 games left. We need to make a nice run down the stretch. We have to do better. I think we've fallen off a bit of late. We have to get back our juices and embrace who we are. We know who we are. We know how we have to play. We have to maximize that and do a better job. And of course, Ryan Anderson talking about playing New Orleans, his former team, with the 2 big men. Quote, bigs just aren't used to guarding this kind of offense that we have, really stretching the court. I think this team has an advantage against any group. I don't see how 2 bigs will have an advantage against a team like us, where we really run the floor. We try to make it a point to shoot as many threes as possible. Threes are worth more than 2s. Yes, they are, Paulie. Yes, they are.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to SBRpicks.com.